Hello, Matt Slater, District Secretary of the East Ohio District Church of the Nazarene. We're excited to be holding our 79th Annual District Assembly for the East Ohio District in person on June 14th. After the year that we have experienced, it will be a blessing to gather together in some semblance of normal. Since health orders are being lifted next week, our assembly will be fairly normal with a few exceptions. We're excited to have Dr. Carla Sundberg join us as our presiding general superintendent. We're also excited to hear from Pastor Dave, our district superintendent, attend to business, and celebrate the ordination of candidates. Assembly will be at Fish Creek Church of the Nazarene, located at 4669 Fish Creek Road in Stowe, Ohio. Today, I'm going to share some specific details to help you prepare for assembly. Like years past, digital copies of our district handbook will be distributed in the days leading up to district assembly. Feel free to download the handbook to your phone or tablet and bring it with you to assembly. There will be some physical copies available, but not enough for every single delegate. Every church, though, will receive at least one physical book with a packet from our publishing house, The Foundry. Also, like years past, registration for assembly will begin before assembly at 8 a.m. When you arrive, please register your delegation at the appropriate table. If there are any alternates to seat, you will do so at this time. Registration is required, as if you do not register, you and your delegation will not receive a ballot for our elections. This is where the details start to get a little bit different from previous assemblies. Voting will be conducted online this year. We made this decision to help facilitate a more efficient assembly, and it also allows for delegates to remain for all of the business instead of appointing a board of tellers to count votes away from the main gathering. This is how voting will be conducted. Upon approval of the ballot by the assembly, all delegates with an email that is delivered to their own smartphone or their tablet will receive their ballot via email. The email will be from a company called Election Runner. Pastors will not need to do anything for these delegates, as their ballots will be delivered straight to their devices. Simply all you'll have to do is click the button in the email to vote, tap your choices, and then submit. However, we understand that not everyone at District Assembly has email delivered to a smartphone or tablet. This is how we are addressing that. When you register, pastors, when you register your delegation, you will receive a card. This card will have the login and the key for anyone without an email address or a mobile device. Pastors, you will help your delegations, and also there will be some pages to help as well. You will offer your own device to help delegates to vote. You will log in with the credentials supplied on the card for the delegate, hand them your phone or tablet, allow them to vote, and then help the next delegate who doesn't have a device. We will have results as soon as voting is completed, and we will be able to share them as soon as we can. Now, let me be clear. If a delegate is not registered at registration, they will not be able to vote because login credentials will be revoked for those delegates. Only people who are registered will have a ballot in their email accounts, or, well, will be able to log on. One important note, if you plan to bring your cell phone as your device, please use your mobile data to vote. Please reserve the Wi-Fi for devices such as tablets and computers that are a part of the operations of assembly. Last but not least, this will be our first district assembly that will be streamed online. If you have somebody at home who is not a delegate that would like to join, they can do so via the links that we will distribute in the week prior to assembly. Also, just a reminder, only delegates are allowed to be there for the business portion, and also for the ordination service, only ordinands, their guests, and the church delegations of those ordinands will be invited to the ordination service. The ordination service has been limited because of building capacity and by specific requests of the Board of General Superintendents. There's not going to be a minister's choir. There will not be all pastors laying of hands. Rather, it will just be the general superintendent and a few people. However, we still wanted to provide the ability for everyone to participate who couldn't be there, and the live streaming allows us to do that. I look forward to seeing you at our assembly on June 14th and hope that this helps you prepare for these changes that help us move into the future as a district. If you have any questions beforehand about anything that I've shared today or anything else, feel free to contact me. Again, we'll see you here in a few weeks, and we're excited to be together for our 2021 District Assembly.